like if you're a realistic person, okay, and this is where I think has really helped me in my career. I've done the same. I've been on the rowing machine and you've been set something to do, and you're doing the third piece of, like, I don't know, 4 10-minute pieces, really high intensity, this sort of stuff, and you just can't hit those numbers. So what I'll do is I'll go, okay, I'm going to limit the amount that I lose. Okay. And so a lot of my mental thought, even when I've been out in the single and stuff like that, and I've been racing Hamish and Bondi, I'll be like trying to keep up. Okay. They're moving away. And I'm like, oh shit. Okay. And instead of just going, okay, I'm going to give up, I'm going to go, okay, if I can get back to the dock and only be 500 meters behind these guys, after a 20K row, I'll be happy, And so what it becomes is, it becomes thinking, okay, I'm not going to stop, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop 3 splits, and then I'm going to see if I can hold this. I'm going to see if I can hold it. I'm going to hold it. I'm going to hold it. And if you're still really struggling, you're cramping up, that sort of thing, drop a couple more and go, I'm going to make it. I'm going to make it. I'm going to make it. So what I actually did was go, I'll try and get it done. And once I absolutely know, there's no way I'm going to be able to finish this if I continue the way that I am, then I go into damage control. And so I become realistic about, I can't do that. It's not going to happen. I've tried, and all I'm going to do now is I'm going to limit my damage, and I'm going to set myself a target and go, okay, if I'm doing a 6-minute piece or whatever it might be, okay, if I can only be 80 meters behind my last piece, I'm going to be fine, and I'll try not to let it slip out to any more than 100 meters. And so those type of things are, when you get into that space, the one thing that I always look at is going, okay, I'm at my limit, but if I can make it to the finish, it's going to make me better for next time. And I know next time, if I do this again in, say, 3 or 4 days time, then what I might be able to do is only fade by 60 meters instead of 100, so I know I'm going to fail again next time, but I'm actually going to limit it. And then over time, then you get to a point where you go, you know what, even though I completely failed in the last 30 seconds, I still managed to do the exact same time. So for me, it's about going through that mental process of, okay, I know I'm going to fail, because this is the thing with rowing, is it's probably one of the, there's a lot of sports that you can do it in, but rowing's really highlights it, is the fact that when you start failing, you're going to fail. There's no way you're going to make it any better, because of the way that it works, the whole body movement. When you start dying, it's game over. And so what you do is, instead of just putting up the white flag and going game over, you basically go, no, I'm not going to surrender. I'm actually going to limp. I'm going to limp to the finish line, and I'm going to get it done. And then you can sit there going, man, yep, that was tough. And you can sit there with that satisfaction. And the one thing is, if you can complete it, it's very easy to go back next time and reevaluate and probably do it better than you do, because you've had that learning experience.